It's Joseph P., as in Patrick Mellen, and my rank was Yeoman Third Class. And at that time, the beginning of September, we deployed to the Mediterranean via the Arctic Circle, and we spent the next 4 months actually we spent the first 30 days at sea before we even got to the Mediterranean. We visited Spain and France, several ports within those two countries. When we were coming back from the Mediterranean, I went up to the radio room, and he was in there, and he remembered this. And I said, I'd really like to get a hold of my wife or my parents. My wife worked downtown Manhattan. My father was with the New York Times. And I said, he said, any chance? So he said, let's see. And he tried, and finally he reached what do you call it? What do you call the shortwave radio? He picked up somebody that was out of Plattsburgh, New York, and he was able to patch me through. My wife wasn't at work yet. My father was at work, so I was able to speak to him, and he asked me where I was. I said, we're about 1,200 miles out in the Atlantic. We should be home in the next few days, back in Newport. Maybe by another week and a half I'll be home after a 4.5-month deployment. So, but that was good. I got to see a lot of Europe. I availed myself of the tours. I didn't go to the bars. You know, so I managed in the time I was in the service between what do you call it, the subbase at Groton and the Kepler. I think I took somewhere around 1,500 pictures. You know, different places I'd seen, people I met, and I remember I was in Barcelona. I was standing next to a couple, and I heard me talking to a sailor I was with, and she looked at me, this woman with her husband. She said, "Are you from Long Island?" And I said, "Yes, I am." She says, "We're from Long Island too." And here we are 3,000 miles away, the other side of the Atlantic Ocean, standing next to a neighbor, literally, from the same island, you know, Long Island. What do you call it? After we come back to the Mediterranean, from the Mediterranean, we were slated, and that was in December of '64. I can't remember 100% now, but something about we were supposed to go to Vietnam sometime in '65. We didn't go. The squadron went, we didn't. I'm not 100% clear on that anymore, but we were called back, and we went to Boston Navy Yard for the next 3 months or so as, what do you call it, overhaul, repair, so on and so forth.